Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have something of a special treat for you guys. If you're a CZ fan, you're going to be rejoicing here in a couple of seconds. Why? Because I'm holding the new striker-fired P10 9mm handgun, which holds 15 rounds, from CZ USA. Now, just recently, I had a chance to travel to the Czech Republic with some other guys in the media, and we had a chance to shoot this gun, a couple thousand rounds at a range in the Czech Republic, and some guys from Guns and Ammo, and we had that chance to put this gun through its paces. The gun that I'm holding right now is fresh back from the ATF. It's the only one in the country, and it has been approved for import. These are going to have an MSRP of right around $500, and it'll be available first quarter 2017. We may even see them start to ship in December. So the guns are coming, guys, and that's what I want to talk to you about today in this video. And I've been blessed with the ability to give you this first look at the handgun before you'll actually see it at SHOT Show if you're going to SHOT Show. So I'm going to stop talking. We're going to load this gun up. We have some prime ammunition, 9mm, and we're going to do a little bit of shooting here this afternoon, guys. Break the gun down, show you what it looks like on the inside, and give you some initial thoughts. Okay guys, let's fire the first 15 rounds out of the P10. For the first time on the MAC range, I wish I could say in America the ATF's been shooting this handgun quite a bit already, but let's just see how this bad boy shoots. Wow.
I want to get a quick
What do you think?
The trigger reset is like nothing I've ever felt before. It is so incredibly short. And again, I have to agree, this is the best out of the box trigger I think I've ever felt. It's going to put the PPQ to shame. And that's saying something.
It rolls a little bit. It doesn't have that weird striker twang that you get a lot of times when the front sight jumps, when the sear unlocks. It doesn't have that at all.
It's just, it just stays right on, no matter how fast you shoot it. Very well balanced.
So when the gun recoils, when this pistol recoils, it's recoiling straight back. The sights track. I wasn't shooting super fast, but I was shooting so that I could maintain decent accuracy. It comes straight back. The other thing I noticed is this trigger, the reset is super short and it's really consistent. A lot of times with striker fire pistols, when you press and you reset, you'll get a little bit of bounce. But this one is really smooth. It really tracks well. And as you press through the trigger, it almost rolls through. So it's really predictable. You don't get like that hard shelf and then that hard break that bounces the front sight. It kind of moves straight back. So I shoot a little bit faster now, just to kind of push myself off the gun a little bit. With the way the pistol sits in the hand, it's easy to maintain a good firing grip on it. I didn't feel myself re-gripping. Like a lot of times when you're shooting a gun for the first time, you have to re-grip to find that comfortable place. With this one, I didn't feel like I had to do that.
This thing is very, very nice shooting. I mean, I don't know how to explain the recoil impulse. I think perfectly the grip texture is just about right. But But the recoil impulse is nothing like a Glock. It's not as abrupt as a Glock, but it's just a flat shooting gun, I guess is the best way to describe it. Let's see if I can show this trigger reset. So this is fire. And watch this reset.
I'll reset that.
It's reset right there, and that's full release. The magazines for the P10C are of the same family as the P07. You'll notice the magazine has the exact same profile. The only difference between this and an 07's magazine is the addition of that cut in the front of the magazine body. That's to allow for the ambi magazine release of the P10C. The P10's magazines will work in a P07. Right now, the P07's magazines will not work in the P10. Now, at some point down the road, it may be next year or maybe the year after that, all magazines in this family will include this cut, so the magazines will move effortlessly between P10s and 07s and 09s and whatnot, but don't expect that right away. So, if you're wondering about the magazine body and if it's compatible with the 07, now you guys know. I think you're going to agree, the lines on this thing are pretty darn sexy. Sight looks like it's going to be adjustable for windage by drifting it, and elevation's something that you're just going to have to trust is set. I've never had a problem with any of the most factory guns, but certainly nothing on the 07, 09 or anything like that in terms of elevation being off at the factory sights. Looks like they're using the traditional CZ type mounting system still. Dovetail on the rear, dovetail going forward on the front sight. Neat little pistol. When you get your new P10C, it'll come in a CZ style box. If you're a fan of CZ pistols like I am, you probably already have 10 or 20 of these in the safe. You'll go ahead and open it up, and on the inside, you'll find the pistol, 2 magazines, 2 additional back straps, with 1 on the gun for a total of 3. And you'll have a cleaning kit. This one's missing its brush, but has a rod and a brush, which is missing from the gun. Packaged in foam. That's what you're gonna get when you pick one of these up, and I know a lot of you guys are. I just hope you guys can find them. They're gonna be hard to find, I bet, when they first hit the market, because I'm gonna try to buy at least maybe 100 of them.
Love those full ambi controls. Oh yeah.
A couple of other things that the Czech engineers did to improve the ergonomics and shootability of the P10 and the P10C is, first of all, there's an undercut here, which is a common modification to guns like Glocks. It helps the gun set deeper into your hand. That, coupled with the low bore axis, you can get a nice deep grip on the handgun. Another thing is this slide bevel, which you've seen on the 07 and the 09 series, also takes the weight, gets rid of it up top and moves the weight downward, and every little bit helps in helping to reduce that muzzle rise when the gun fires. Another interesting note is if you look right here, you'll see that there's an indentation. So that's in case you have a magazine that's dirty, the gun's dirty, and you need to strip the magazine from the gun. You can hit the button and you can get your finger in there and pull the magazine out. So you have a little ledge right there that'll help you strip magazines from the gun should it be so dirty that the magazine won't drop free on its own.
The grenade style pattern is very aggressive, but it's not so aggressive that it's abrading the hand. I prefer a real rough texture anyways. I stipple the hell out of my plastic guns, but I don't think that this needs it, except if you wanted to kind of customize it yourself. I didn't feel my hands slipping around at all. And I certainly didn't feel my support hand wiggling and trying to find a new home either. So a couple of first impressions on it. So far, so good.
If you're a CZ fan, and let's say you already own an 07, the good news is the new P10 will fit comfortably into a 07 holster. The bevel on the slide looks very familiar, and it's quite similar to the 07. If you're a Glock fan and you own a Glock 19 and you're looking to upgrade to a CZ, good news is the P10 will also fit into G19 holsters. So when this gun goes to market, you'll be able to pick up holsters for it already, which is really good news if you plan to carry the handgun.
It's nice, man. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's like you're not even shooting a gun. There's no battle. There's no fight.
I shot the blue one.
Anything that doesn't happen is because you're not doing it.
I hope you guys enjoyed taking this first sneak peek at the new CZ USA P10 C pistol. This handgun, when it comes to market, will immediately ship in 3 different versions. The version you see here, which is all black. There'll be another version that has a flat dark earth frame with a black slide. And then they'll have that third version with a threaded 1/2x28 barrel that has suppressor height sights that are night sights. The handguns will initially ship as 9mm. They should start shipping in the first quarter, say January or so of 2017. And sometime mid-year, for the 10 of you watching this video that would actually want one in 40 Smith & Wesson, they do have plans to bring them in as 40 Smith & Wessons as well later in the year. The guns will come to market about $500, which I think puts it right in that perfect sweet spot for price point, which will, again, I think, take a big bite out of Smith & Wesson and Glocks and even XD's market space. If you're a CZ fan like myself, this is going to be a must-have. I will pick one up myself. Stay tuned for more information about the handgun, because when I get my hands on a production one, you're going to see me shooting it quite a bit. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll talk to you guys soon.